better. All right, let's do the last one, and then we're ready. So many roads.
goes here? Take it away.
All right. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Okay, for this first little ditty, it's a song that Glenn Goss and I wrote, and we're going to set an intention for Shabbat. It talks about being with friends and family. It talks about lighting the candles. It talks about singing and dancing around. It talks about joining together in community. So let's start off with setting that intention right now. And all this exterior stuff going on, don't let it distract you from the spiritual experience that you're about to have. Hallelujah, here we go. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Now we can rest a while, light a candle and enjoy this time with friends and family. Turn your phones to silent. Adonai is calling you to welcome in the Shabbos bride. That's all you gotta do. La 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 la.
La la la.
Lie, 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 lie. La lie, lie, lie.
La la la.
Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. La lie, la lie, la 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 lie, lie. La 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 lie. Say Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Now we can dance and smile, light a candle and forget about this week that we just had. Say Kiddush and Chamotzi, and then bye-bye to you. Let's enjoy this time together. That's all we gotta do. Let's enjoy this time together, Aria.
Yes,
Let's
indeed.
get into it.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Shabbat shalom. My name is Arya Kalajuri. I am no longer fourth year, but incoming fifth year rabbinical student. And it's the last year, Baruch Hashem. I mean, I love rabbinical school, but it's a lot of study, and it ain't easy. But at the same time, it has brought me so much joy, so much happiness. I wouldn't even look back. Now that being said, I am at the Hebrew Union College Jewish Institute of Religion. We're located right next to USC, and I am a spiritual intern here at Beit Teshuvah. I counsel many of the people who are in this audience, actually. So it is a pleasure to be with you all on this lovely night. And I'm wearing my rainbow kippah because Pride Month never ends. Like first it was June, and then they made it May and June, and then they made it May, June, and July, and they made it the whole summer. Now it's like the whole year, but you know what? Might as well enjoy it. But I want to just tell a little story about this kippah before we start our service. So I remember when I was in my first year in Israel, I actually bought this rainbow kippah from a store called Kippah Man, which some of you who have been to Jerusalem may have heard of. It's on Ben Yehuda Street. This dude has 1 million kippahs in every different color or lack thereof. So, naturally, I gravitated towards the rainbow kippah, and I just fell in love with it. And I remember I had an internship my first year where I was working with the LGBT synagogue in Tel Aviv. And I remember I was at services, and there was one older lady who was at the service, and she said, "Excuse me, you have very nice gay kippah. She said it like exactly like that too. And I was like, wait, what's wrong with it? No, you have a gay kippah. And I was like, oh, so you like the colors and the rainbows and all that. She's like, yes, well, you get your kippah. And I said, well, I got it in Jerusalem. And she was kind of surprised by that, actually, being a Tel Aviv resident. And so I always, when I wear this kippah, not only do I think of, pride and such, but also I think of, my time in Israel and, the dedication that I took for the Jewish community. And so it's really, it's really fun. And I like things that are bright and colorful anyways. So without further ado, I would like to get us started on our candle blessing. And if we could have a volunteer come up to do the candle blessing, that would be wonderful. Perhaps a community member would like to come up and do the candle blessing. All right, come on up.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Thank you so much for doing the blessing with us. Always a wonderful way to start off our service. We now continue on to Shalom Aleichem.
All right, let's welcome some angels into our midst with Shalom Aleichem. Lai, 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 la 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 lai, la lai, la 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 lai, la lai, la 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 lai, la lai, 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 lai. Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Hasharet, Malachi Elyon, Melech Mimelech, Malchi Chamlachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu, Bohem LeShalom, Malachi Hashalom, Malachi Elyon, Melech Mimelech, Malchi Chamlachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. La 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 la
now turn to our Yedid Nefesh, not to be confused with Yedid Nefesh. All right. Take it away.
All right. So this Yedid Nefesh, we haven't done this version as a band, but this is by a very inspirational Jewish musician. He came here to do a program called Singing in the Dark probably about a year ago. He is going blind, and so he leads a program where everyone, before it starts, gets blindfolded. They walk you into the room, into the space that the program's going to happen. He sits in the middle with his acoustic guitar, and he leads this amazing service, basically, about singing these prayers in the dark. Some of his original music, some are just prayers that we do. But this is his Yedid Nefesh, and by Josh Warshawski.
All right, everyone. We are now about to pass around our tzedakah box, this wonderful place, which helps so many amazing people, relies on the generous donations of people just like you. And for that purpose, and to help further our amazing programming here, we are passing around a tzedakah box. If you would prefer to make your donation more private or anonymous, you can also scan the code with your phone on the tzedakah box, which directs you to our website. Or, in addition, you can also email Sarah Jacobs. Noah's going to do a Josh? All right. And I'd like to call up Tomel to do a drosh on gratitude as we pass the tzedakah box around. Come on up. Come in here. All right, you got this.
Hi, what's up? I'm Tamel. I'm a grateful member of this community. Through the haze of my addiction, I lost sight of who I truly was. I lost touch with my values, my dreams, and the very core of my being. I was consumed by the allure of drugs, seeking solace in their temporary embrace. Drugs gave me the promise of escape, numbing the pain and masking the truth within me. But as the days turned into months and months turned into years, I recognized that I veered off the path that once resonated with authenticity and purpose. Today, I recognize the power within me to heal those wounds and reclaim my true self. To me, tshuva means my personal awakening, and I embrace it with courage and determination. I am fortunate enough to have been given another chance to commit to returning to my authentic self. The journey to recovery is not an easy one. It requires facing the demons within, acknowledging the pain, and accepting responsibility for the choices I made. It requires confronting the wreckage of the past, mending broken relationships, and seeking forgiveness from those I hurt along the way. It is a process of rebuilding, one step at a time, nurturing the hope that is within me. In returning to my authentic self, I am doing my best to align my actions with my values. Through tshuva, I am rediscovering the power of forgiveness, both for myself and from others. I'm learning to let go of resentments and embrace the freedom that recovery brings. My tshuva is a journey of self-discovery, healing, and growth. I know the road ahead may be challenging, but with resilience, determination, and the ongoing support from my community, I know I can continue in the path forward. Thank you.
Again, I just want to thank Tomel again for giving us such a wonderful and poignant and relevant drosh. Thank you. We now are going on to our teshuvah and gratitude. So if anybody has a need to make teshuvah or to give gratitude or both, feel free to come on up and line up right next to the bima. And just keep your statements fairly short, but the folks in the tech department will let you know. Wow, we've had a pretty good week. No teshuvah? Wow. There might be something that might come up later. You never know. I guess, maybe I'll make teshuvah for the lack of teshuvah. All right. What about gratitude? We got to have some of that, right? Okay, well, I'm grateful. Come on up.
Excuse the mask. I'm going to a kids' party tomorrow. Hi, I'm Jay, and a grateful member of this community. And I just want to wish hi everybody. I just want to wish my lovely friend Steve congratulations on his birthday. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm going to take this down. Isn't that better? Okay, thank you. Steve, happy birthday. I watched you earn this one, and it was hard. And you deserve every piece of recognition you get today. So happy birthday from Bob and I.
All right, and it looks like we have another one. Come on up.
Hi guys, Celine, grateful member of the community. I wasn't gonna say anything, but since nobody is, I figured it's the first week that I've been out of the house, and it's very emotional. I don't want to cry. I miss you guys. I love you guys. I'm really grateful to be back here and to get to bring my daughter to this awesome place. Do you want to say something? What do you want to say?
I'm happy to have my mom back.
Hi, I'm Ilya, grateful member of this community. First of all, Steve, happy birthday. A lot of people don't know this, but before I came to Beit Shuva, I went to Cry Help for about 10 days, and it was because of a nurse and this man here that I got into Beit Shuva. So I want to thank you for that, because you saved my life, whether you know it or not. So thank you, and I love you, Mama. Hi. That's it. Good Shabbos.
I want to thank you all so much for sharing. If we have, oh, okay, we got one more? Come on. Up, all right, come on up.
Cody, grateful member of the community. A lot of gratitude and happy birthday to Joey. I know Joey from the last time I was in the house. Joey's taking cake for 6 years. And it was great. We just got to catch up right now for about 10, 15 minutes and hear that you're doing so well. It's amazing. It's amazing to see you on this journey and how you came in. And I think it's a testament to this place, because I think you were a little run down and broken getting here. And to see you doing so well professionally and also with your son, it's amazing things. And I think it's just really a testament to this place and what it does and how it could bring people back. Not just bring them back for a second or third time to the house, but just bring you back to yourself and give you a great life. So happy birthday, Joey.
All right. I'm Nate. I'm a grateful member of this community. All right, both of these birthday takers I have a good relationship with. Steven, you look fantastic. You've been coming back. You've been helping out residents here. It's a beautiful thing to see and to watch you move through life and your journey. So thank you for doing the work. And Joey, we're part of an exclusive club. That guy too. And we have a lot of fun together, even when, it's not going on. The excitement is still palpable, and I've seen you, you were here before I came in the house, and then you came back, and, you're on the path. You've reclaimed a lot of things in your life that you've been really working towards, and the actions that you've taken as well have led to the life that you have now. So thank you so much for showing up. I love both of you very much, so congratulations to you.
You know what? I think we should give one more round of applause to everyone who shared. Seriously. It's so nice to see people getting their lives back and the wonderful transformations that come out of this very building. Thank you for making this space holy. All right, we now turn to Mizmor Shir, and that is going to be on page 25.
Okay, no Russell and Lisa tonight, so let's add a little extra energy to the Mizmor Shir celebration here. That's right, Aria. Let's feed off of that energy. Here we go. Let's do a song for Shabbat. 1, 2. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר עבדך, ואמונתך בלילות. עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון וכינור. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר עבדך, ואמונתך בלילות. עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון וכינור. וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. Oh, that was pretty good.
All
That
right.
was pretty good.
We're now going to call up our new residents, Christopher A., Luca F., Jeff K., and Marshall S. Please come on up to the bima so that me and Nate may welcome you.
All right. I need our 2 birthdays to come help out too. Stephen and Joey, come on. All right. You two gentlemen are going to help lead us off in a responsive prayer. So you'll start off on 3 in the bold. Yeah. Yep. 1, 2, 3.
May the door of this house be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for fellowship.
May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture.
May the door of this house be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity.
May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet.
May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness.
May this house be for all who enter a doorway to a richer and more meaningful life. Amen. Yes. Thank you so much. Don't go anywhere. So, you 4 new residents, let's welcome you in the way that Jews have done for 1,000 years. We're going to introduce you. You'll say your first name to everyone. They'll say, welcome to you. And then you're going to read this here, and then we'll get through it. I'll help you. All right. So, what's your name, sir?
My name is Luca.
Luca. What do we say to him? Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Nelech Beor Beshem Adonai.
Let us walk together in the light of the Divine One. Welcome. Welcome, Luca. Great to have you, man. All right, what is your name, sir?
Chris.
Chris. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Merweh Beor Beshem Adonai.
Let us walk together in the light of the Divine One. Welcome. All right, tell everyone your name.
Jeff K.
Jeff. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Nelech Beor Beshem Adonai.
Let us walk together in the light of the Divine One. Welcome. All right. Who are we?
I'm Marshall. I'm an addict.
Marshall. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai. May you who have come be blessed in the name of the source of life.
Nelech Beor Beshem Adonai.
Let us walk together in the light of the Divine One. Welcome. All right, before you all leave, I have a few words for you. So the four of you are on this end of the spectrum today. And these two gentlemen have walked in this way for years now. Both of them have multiple years. So they have some wisdom. They have some life experience. They have a way of being that they've recovered in their recovery. Yeah, that's good. These two have plotted on the path in a consistent way. The four of you next year could be, with your own actions that you take throughout this next year, standing next to them, taking your cakes on this Shabbat 1 year from now. Doesn't that feel like, yeah, let's do that? I know it may seem a little far away. I know it may seem like tomorrow is enough to stay clean, in our mind, let alone a whole year from now. And there's going to be times where it's very difficult. And your addiction and that voice in your head, that committee is going to be screaming at you to run away, to hide, that I don't like myself or my existence or anything around me. That will happen. But in those times, all you have to do is one thing. And that is hold on. It's going to be a wild ride, but just walk through the uncomfortability, and you'll be on the other side with these two lovely gentlemen. And I wish you all the best, and I'm very, very grateful to watch your journey unfold and be a part of it. Welcome. Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, we now turn to Lecha Dodi on page 26 as we welcome the Shabbat bride. As we get into the final chorus of Boi Veshalom, I invite you all to stand and face the nearest entrance at that point. So I'll tell you all when to rise.
Shamoy v'zachoy b'di boy chatish miyanu el ha'meyoch אדוני אחד, או שמו אחד ושמו תפארת, והעליתי לה לחדודי פרט קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי תהי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם, נסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תהילה, לחדודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי אורי אורי, שדברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה, לחדודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Yes, everyone, please rise and face the doorway. This is the moment where we welcome in the Shabbos bride. Boi v'shalom, ateret bala, gam b'simcha, ובצולה צוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה לחדודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה, לחדודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
We now turn to our Mishaberach, our prayer for those in need of healing, be it physical healing, spiritual healing, or psychological healing. We welcome all types of healing, as we are not only a recovery center, but a healing center. And so, as my hand goes around the room, I invite you all to briefly say the names of those whom you know who are in need of healing and could use a little bit of extra refuah shlema. And I invite all of those who are watching online, please put the names in the chat box for everyone to see if you feel comfortable.
Abraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rahel.
and may all of those whom we are thinking of receive a full and expedient healing, a true refuah shlema. We now turn over to our Baruch Hu. It is on page 29 next to Baruch What and Baruch Why. Please rise.
All right, let's join in community and bow to God. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Yai, lie, 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 lie. Yai, lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Yai, lie, 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 lie. Yai, lie, 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 lie. Baruchu et Adonai Hamivorach. Baruch Adonai Hamivorach, Hamivorach leolam vaed. Hamivorach, Hamivorach leolam vaed. Baruch Adonai Hamivorach leolam vaed.
We now turn to our Shema and Ve'ahavta on page 33, and I invite you for the first sentences of the Shema to cover your eyes.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Ve'avta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha uv'chol nafshecha uv'chol meodecha ve'hayu hadebarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom alevavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושוכבך ובקומך ושתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם המזוזות ביתך ובישעריך.
So I'm going to give a couple words about our Torah portion. This week's Torah portion is Parashat Naso. It is the longest parsha in our Torah, with the notable exception, of course, of the occasions in which we have our double Torah portions, which of course are often made from the shortest section of the Torah. So it kind of balances out. But what I wanted to talk about is not a lot of the other stuff in this parsha, because there's a lot of area covered here. We have the Nazarites, who are, I guess, kind of like a monastic group that no longer exists. We have the issue of the sotah, or what is traditionally done if someone is accused of adultery. However, what I really wanted to focus on is the inauguration of the tabernacle. And what was special about the inauguration of the tabernacle is that in this parsha, every single head of each of the tribes of Israel, they came together and they brought to the tabernacle oxen as well as covered wagons for each of the tribes as well. And so the idea of each tribe coming together with different contributions from different backgrounds, with different ideas, all being part of the same society and all contributing to the beauty and holiness of the tabernacle. And we see this to this day. Although we don't really use covered wagons here at Beit Teshuvah, although there might be room for one in the parking lot, nor do we use oxen or mules. At the same time, people bring other gifts into this. People bring gifts of art. There are so many artists here. There are so many intellectuals here. There are scholars here. There are so many people who bring everything and make this place the place it is. It is so wonderful to see not only the growth of my clients, but watching my clients help each other, knowing that while you do have to confront your demons and while you do have to change your ways, you don't have to do it alone, and nobody should have to walk through it alone. And so that's really my takeaway from this parsha, is seeing how all of the different tribes and all of the different people who are part of our organization, part of our lovely community, bring numerous gifts and share them with all of us. And it has been such a pleasure to be a part of this, to see people's art, to see people perform music, to see people share at Torah study when maybe they might not have even known Torah. You know, it's interesting because I actually had a client a while ago, and he told me that he felt out of place in Torah study because he didn't know any Torah. And you know what I told him? I said, "You do know Torah." And he's like, "No, I don't." I said, "Yes, you do. Your Torah is your life experience. You carry Torah with you every single day." And that really resonated with him. And by the time I knew it, and by the time he left, he was participating quite a bit. He was excited to come to Torah study. And so we can turn our fear and our insecurity into beauty, into power, into strength, because whether you are fluent in Hebrew or have never even opened up a book before, you have Torah with you, and you bring it with you every day. And just as the Israelites brought covered wagons and oxen and mules, everyone here brings something special to our sacred community. Shabbat Shalom. We're now going to continue with So Many Roads.
Just like Arya said, we all had our individual stories to bring us here. And now we have our individual journeys that we're in on this new way to live and our new path. So there's so many roads that we can take in life. And in this recovery journey, we can either make decisions, we can take a road that'll get us back to getting loaded, getting high, or we can make some decisions that get us a little bit lower. But it's all about being somewhere in the middle. Balance. Not riding this up and down wave so much. So that's what this song is about that I wrote with Greg Sutton, I don't know, years ago. Here we go. Rock and roll. Here we go. Let's go on a journey that we've never been on. Let's walk down a path that's been long overgrown. Let's find a new way, a new day, a new dawn. Let's write a new song. Not even sure how it goes. Not even sure how it goes. Well, everybody They're the people you meet along the way. Love is the answer, it's one thing we all share. Give it away everywhere that you go, to everyone that you know. Well, everybody knows there's so many roads. Some get you high, some get you low. Oh, so many roads. What you believe can't be set in stone. The more you see, the less you know. Maybe you feel like you don't have a friend. Maybe you feel like you've come to the end. Maybe you feel like you're completely alone. Just take a breath and grab a hold, 'cause there's so many roads. Some get you high, some get you low. Oh, so many roads. What you believe can't be set in stone. The more you see, the less you know. So many roads, so many roads, so many roads, so many roads.
And I just wanted to thank Cantor Nate again for sharing with us such a wonderful song. You know, I think it really exemplifies here that instead of being just another place to get high, we are a place to get high.
That's right.
With a ch sound, just to be clear. Just to be clear.
Life. We live. We
Yeah.
live here.
Amen. All right. So we have a very, very special announcement today. We have two very special birthdays, and they're both here. All right. I want to call up Stephen S., who is celebrating his 5th year birthday. And I'd like to call up Joey M., celebrating his 6th year birthday. All right, come on up.
Stephen, grateful member of the community. Also, raging drug addict, raging narcissist, all things that were brought to my attention when I walked through the doors here. Originally in 2017, I did not get it on my first try. I made a mess of it. I'd like to thank my mom, my fiance John, Andrew and Joey, two of my closest friends, for coming and celebrating with me here today, and then everybody in the community who has watched me from day one make it to this spot. There were definitely days I didn't think I would. My first 2 years were not happy years. I put on a good face, I put on a good show, I made a good smile of it. I'd say my brain chemistry did not even out until after that first 2 years, and I had already met my fiance at that point and began to understand what a full life and fun and happiness and being part of a community actually meant. I'm excited for all the new journeys that I'll be starting. I'm excited to walk back here. This is the first time I've been back to take a cake at Beit Shuva since my first year of sobriety. In between that time, I lost my father, who was also a member of this community, and I stopped showing up because I was afraid of the feelings that would come up coming back to this community to take a cake. With that, thank you, Sarah, for making sure I was here and giving me the opportunity. So with that, and Joey, you saw me on day one, raw and horrid. So, and just like Cantor Nate said, I was standing up here being welcomed in on his 1 year. And now we're here together. I'm at 5, he's at 6. And I hope to see some of you guys here up with me next year. Thank you, guys.
Wait. Oh my goodness. God, I would not want you to fall off the beam, especially on such a special occasion like this. But I would like to present you with, of course, a token of appreciation from Beit Teshuvah. Thank you. And I love your nails, by the way. Those are so cool. They match my yarmulke. All right, let's give another hand for Steven. All right, Joey M., come on up. Oh, you're already here. Awesome.
Joey, grateful, very grateful member of this community. Man, it's been a great 6 years. It's been a difficult 6 years. I'm just gonna say how I did it. Not alone. Not alone. First time in the house. Was more like a social type thing for me. You know, I wanted to get clean, but I wasn't doing any work. I was in the peanut gallery every services, and I got humbled real quick. And I got custody of my son back, and I lost it within 3 months. And it shattered me. And so I came back humbled. And ready to put in the work, you know. My program of sobriety is very lackluster these days. You know, I'll just be honest. But the foundation of it is still sound. There was a solid acceptance of who I am, what my disease is, and that is something that I cannot and will not forget. The unfortunate thing, as you gain time, the great thing is you get to see people thrive. You know, Stephen, man, congratulations, brother. And I'm very sorry to hear about your father. There's a lot of familiar faces in here that are back, and I thank God that you guys are back, because a lot of people don't make it back, you know. And I've heard that you guys have had to endure a lot recently, and I too, this last year has been pretty insane. You know, on the same night, I had to watch the fire department drag my brother-in-law out of his room dead from alcohol. We still don't know what the cause was. And on the same night, a friend of mine for about 25 years went MIA on a bender, locked herself in a room, and wound up dead as well. I hope that you guys take it serious, man, because it's life and death. You know, but it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful when you get to see someone and the light just clicks, and they start to love their life, and they start to thrive in life. I don't do it alone. How I did it, I stuck with people from Beit Teshuvah. I moved out of here. I lived with people from Beit Teshuvah up until about a year ago. And like my core group of friends, Bradley and Lexi, thank you for coming. I could tell Bradley anything. Like, and Bradley, and there's no judgment. Like, you know, it is what it is. We walk through this together, and that's the beauty of it, man. Thank you guys for allowing me to celebrate my birthday here.
Wait, come on up. got one more. We got one more thing.
All
And
right.
again, I would like to present you with a token of our appreciation for your wonderful and blessed 6 years. May it be many more.
Amen. Now let's give them a cake. Whoever wants to come up and celebrate and give them a cake, please come up now. And we'll sing them a happy, sober birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Stephen and Joey. Happy birthday to you. Keep coming back sober.
Let's give another round of applause for our blessed birthdays. Thank you so much for coming up and sharing and sharing your stories. They're so powerful, and each story that each of us tells may have the power to save a life. So never forget that. Never forget that. We now turn to Oseh Shalom on page 51.
All right, let's pray for some peace in the world, within ourselves. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu. Ve'ako Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu. Ve'ako Yisrael. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu. Ve'ako Yisrael. 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 I want to say thank you to this fantastic band over here.
Yeah.
David G playing the bass guitar. Ted Greenberg on the drum set. Thea playing guitar and singing vocals. Laura playing keyboard and also doing some vocals. That's right. And thank you, Aria. Thank you so much.
And thank you, Cantor Nate. How could we forget? We now turn to our Aleinu on page 62.
Everyone please rise. Aleinu lishabeach ladon hakol לעתיד גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עצרנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמענו כמטפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יחיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. You may be seated.
We now come to the Mourner's Kaddish. That is going to be on page 67. And of course, this is the prayer where we think of all of those who have deceased. So if you are in mourning, I invite you to rise. And at Beit Yeshuva, we have a custom here where nobody rises alone, and we don't let anybody mourn alone. So if you see somebody rise for mourning, please be there for them. Now, unfortunately, we have yet another recent passing to add to our current passings over the last few weeks and months. And I just wanted to, of course, extend our dearest condolences to the family and friends of our dear Shana Aiken, who passed away this week. And in addition, in our year of mourning, we are also remembering Hunter Venturelli, Fina Tsirlina, Lieutenant Mark Fleischman, Dr. Vinay Sundaram, Eleanor Gassaway, Zev Ben Shmuel Yaakov, Erwin Belsky, Clayton Leon Cochran, Melvin Nimoy, Simcha Farkas, Laura Avinia, Leslie Barnett, Phyllis Siegel, Dennis Sherman, Jennifer Weller, Boris Katrich, Howard Sutton, Malcolm Jack III, Wayne Kahn, Marion Keene, Michelle Rosenblum, Naum Zierlin, Marvin Jones, Salvo Mayo, Austin Long, Adam Rich, Maxwell Collins, Roberto Alonso, Alan A.J. Lamoureux, Larry Schwartz, Norma Sklar, Darren Fond, Lucas Simon Foster, Paul Rovin, Mark Goetzman, Marco Mayo, Vladimir Wolf Pessin, Tyler Wright, Suzanne Good, Michael Turpak, Zachary El-Khatib, Menachem Bennett, Matthew Brzezinski, Gloria Boraz, Hannah Weller, and Daniel Engel, and with our yard sites, those who it is their anniversary of their passing. We are also remembering this week Anna Weissman, Philip Melnick, Ari Feder, Rose Ruderman, Linus Stern, Stanley Tashman, Shelley Balloon, Marilyn Hall, Esther Hilson, Hank Lides, Ethel Levin, Menashe Somech, Florence Arroyo Rientman, Anna Balber, Eva Kohnheim, Art Makovsky, Simon Newman, Ralph Bruslin, Marvin Levine, David C. Samuelson, Hyman Bass, Dylan C. Galper, Cortland Fiddler, and Evelyn Snyder. And as my hand goes around the room, I invite you all to share the names of those whom you are mourning, either within the past year or on the anniversary of their passing. And for those of you who are watching and joining us online, please add those names to the chat box. I now invite you all to turn to page 67 in your Siddur for the Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash me rabbah be'alma divrach hirute ve'amlich malchute b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael bagala uv'izman kariv v'meru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Leolam Olamei Olmaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yitaleh V'yithalal Shmei Dekudesha Birichu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata V'nechemata Damiran Be'alma V'meru Amen Yehei Shlama Rabbah Min Shemaya V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'meru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'meru amen. Zichronam livracha, and may all of their memories be for a blessing. You may now be seated. All right. We're going to start off with some announcements here. All right. So again, we have our sober birthdays. Can't highlight them enough. So we want to again congratulate Stephen S. for 5 years and Joey M. for 6 years. It's a wonderful and beautiful commitment, and it deserves much applause. The BTS choir, the Beit Teshuvah choir, is about to start rehearsing for the High Holy Days, and they need you. We want you for the BTS choir. The choir is open to all who would like to join. We do not discriminate based on level of singing voice. Or maybe we do. I don't know. We don't? Okay. I take that back. It's going to be used against me in the future. Just you wait. Rehearsals are every Wednesday at 6 p.m. We also are having a community event. On Thursday, June 29th, we are hosting a night full of art and recovery. And as I mentioned earlier, there are some really talented artists here, everything from visual arts, performing arts, music, writing, poetry, song. There are so many creative souls in this building that it will be a beautiful and wonderful opportunity to see it. So at 5:30 on Thursday, June 29th, there will be an art auction so you can buy some of this wonderful, wonderful art made by our grateful residents. And at 7 p.m., we will be doing Freedom Song and a Q&A session. Come experience the residents as they express themselves through performance and art. And I gotta say, having worked here this past year and with another year here to go, I am so amazed and delighted every time a client shares with me their art, their creative work, their writing, their music talents, because I think it's so important to not only highlight our challenges, but to highlight the things here that people do absolutely amazing at. And then, in addition, we got one more announcement. We are going to give a mazel tov to my spiritual colleague, Emma Bornstein, who has been ordained a Jewish chaplain. I don't think she's here tonight, but Emma, you deserve it. Oh, and for the sisterhood of Temple Beit Teshuvah, we have our next meeting on Sunday, June 4th at 10:30 a.m. Be there or be square. And then, in addition, we have our baked Teshuvah. And by the way, by baked, we mean bread in an oven, just to be clear. Just to be clear. And so they make really amazing challah. They even made this Whopper right here. It's pretty nice. It's a salted caramel challah. That sounds absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to devour it. So if you would like to devour it, we are selling challah. Oh, we sold out of challah? Well, there you go. Of course you guys sold out of challah. It's so good. Wow. You can order online? Wow. Next Friday, you can order it online. So just order early or no challah for you. No challah for you. All right. So if we have, does anybody else have any? Oh, we got one more announcement. Oh, yes. So again, we have a Instagram page because we are hip, cool millennials, bro. Follow us at Beit Teshuvah on Instagram. It's spelled the same way the website is. There's two T's next to each other. Just to be clear, we also have a Facebook page in addition to Instagram. So either one you use or both, feel free to catch up on all the amazing happenings right here at Beit Teshuvah. Do we have any other announcements? Because I feel like some of those snuck up on me. Okay. Without further ado, we are going to continue with May the Words. And I might dance to it. It's interpretive dance, but it's more interpretive than dancing.
May the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart be acceptable, oh Lord, Oh, Lord, let the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart be acceptable, oh, Lord, my rock. I said my rock, my redeemer.
All right.
Great
Yeah.
stuff.
And
All right. We have reached the conclusion of our service. Let's all rise for Kiddush and Motzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ava uvratzon inchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom tachila lemilai kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol amim v'shabbat kodshecha ve'ava uvratzon inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Good Shabbos, everyone.